Hello, beautiful people. And if this is your first time here, welcome to Kat's Message of the Day. It's wonderful to have you here with me today. Before I get into the message, please note that this is a collective group message. So today may not resonate with you, and that's okay. Come back and visit me tomorrow where it may be more aligned with what you need to know for the day. Okay, so let's get into the message. Commit to self. Be constant and consistent. What's the health of your mindset and an emotional state? Do you lack commitment, being constant and consistent with the habits, the rituals, the practices, and the tools that assist and serve you in maintaining your overall well-being? Do you find yourself following the next shiny thing because you've told yourself what you were doing didn't work? Why? Is it simply due to lack of you being constant and consistent? It's time to look in the mirror, be accountable, own your truth, and speak open and raw out aloud to self. The more you allow your thoughts to lie and you buy into the BS, you're only holding yourself back. It's to the detriment of your personal growth. Reflect back and really look at all the things you feel were not a success or that you didn't achieve, and answer them truthfully and own your truth. Why? What's the real reason? When you go vertical, what is it? It's not easy to own your truth, to find, because our thoughts, these, automatically default to blame, justify, and excuse, and tell us it's okay, we didn't attain that, we didn't achieve that because. As soon as you say the word because, it's a justification. You're finding a BS reason why you didn't. This may not be applicable to all areas of your life or all things, but I'm going to say it will be applicable to the majority. You know, I could say, my fitness level isn't where it is because the exercises I'm doing doesn't work or whatever. That's bullshit. It's all about me actually committing, being constant and consistent. And some of you may be going, constant and consistent's the same. It's actually not. I looked it up in the dictionary, and constant means to do constantly, right? Consistent is, yes, it is to do constantly. However, the slight difference in that is to do it the same way. So to be consistent is to do the same thing constantly, consistently. I've confused you. There is a difference though, so I wanted to apply both because it is important. There are certain things that I do consistently, meaning I do the same thing every day with my journaling. I don't mix that up and bring in a different tool. So, and I do it constant, which meaning every day. So that is the channeled message for the day. Let's keep moving along to the daily guidance. Enjoy Love Day. This should have come through yesterday for Valentine's Day. So before I read this message, if you'd like to just close your eyes, take a deep breath with me. Just to recenter yourself so you can really absorb the words from this particular message. It's Love Day. We angels have dedicated today to honouring this emotion. To commemorate the occasion, put your focus on caring. For instance, note examples of affection, express your feelings towards your friends and family, and act kindly towards yourself and all others. Experience the many ways in which the quality shows itself. in all of its various colours and forms. Revel in this celebration and know that you play an important role in making every day one of love. Thought for today. I allow myself to experience love. I easily express it to others. I treat myself with care and notice the feelings all around me. The more I find it, the more it finds me. From that, it's about the more you find self-love, the more you'll be able to show love. So for those of you who are single, who are not in a relationship, that may be the one reason what's holding you back is there's not enough love for self. And there is a saying, if you don't love yourself, how can you love another? And it's true. Because why would anyone else love you if you don't love you? That, for me, makes logical sense. So that's a beautiful card. And what it highlighted was really so many people celebrate Valentine's Day, the day of love, yet the day of love should be every day. And if you're in a relationship and you're not in a real good place with the relationship, you feel disconnected, you're arguing a lot, maybe it is time to show that love like you used to. I'm going to ask you to do a little exercise of go back and reflect about when you first met. What was it you fell in love with your partner? Have you forgotten about those things? Are you focused all on what they're not doing or how they upset you or what they said? Sometimes we focus on all the negative and we forget the beautiful times that we have together with our beloved. So if you're in a relationship, go back and reflect and remember what you really loved about them when you fell in love with them. That's what I got from the book. Okay, so the card. Divine guidance. I love that. What I'm getting is you all have divine guidance within you. And sometimes it takes quietening the mind to really hear all the guidance because we're so in our thoughts that there's not really enough room for any, divine guidance to come through. And some of you may live in your thoughts and in your head continuously. And maybe it's time to bring a practice in of really quietening the mind so you can listen to divine guidance, which I feel comes in the whole being rather than just in the head. It's this sense of knowing. So if any of you are experienced, you just know it, or you can call it intuitive. That's your divine guidance. So listen to it. Don't question it. And sometimes we do because we go, it's a bit unbelievable, it's a bit creepy, or it's a bit freaky. And so you shove that information away. So maybe just take it for what it is. You don't need to understand it. You don't need to know what it is. Just respect it and hear it. That's a pretty simple thing to do. So divine guidance. Okay, what have we got? So once again, before I read this particular message from the Universal Love Healing deck, if you'd like to close your eyes and just take a deep breath with me, just to recenter yourself so you can really absorb the words from this particular message. Okay. Look within for the answers. Follow your intuition, your inner guidance. Listen to your heart. Follow your instincts and gut feeling. Even if it feels strange, go with what you feel energetically drawn to. Explore what you are energetically drawn to. Stop and listen. Really listen. Stop and feel. Really feel. Let yourself go deep. The greatest wisdom is inside you. I love that because that just affirms and really sets concrete evidence of what the message said was about owning your truth. Your truth does not come from here. Your truth comes from deep within. You can feel it when you ask yourself, oh, why didn't I achieve something? It's only from that moment when you switch off all of your thoughts and that you really look deep within to find the truth. Why didn't you lose the weight? Why didn't you get the physical fitness? Why didn't you get the job? Why didn't you get whatever it is you're wanting to attain? Rather than blame, justify, and excuse, really look deep within and ask yourself, were you committed? Were you constant? And were you consistent? Do you answer yes to all of those? When you own your truth, I'm sure that you may just find one of them you weren't really all in. Because let me ask you this, what in your life have you wanted so badly you can hear and you got it? And you went, oh my gosh, I got it. I achieved it. I bought it. Whatever it is. I will guarantee you that you had all three at 100%. At 100%. You were so committed, and I'm going to say the word bring in focus because it's the 3 C's, but let's bring in focus. You were so focused. That was like your every waking thought was, I want that, I want that, I want that, I want that. I'm going to get that. I'm going to get that job. I'm going to lose that weight. I'm going to, whatever it is. And you got it. So go back, find something in your life that you actually achieved that you're so proud of, that you're so proud of. And I want you to really look and go, why did I achieve that? Write down all the things. Then compare it to something you didn't succeed in. And then ask really, was it something, firstly, maybe you didn't really want that particular thing. So therefore your commitment was lacking, you weren't constant, and you weren't consistent. You'll find, I'm sure you will find that there's lacking in one. And maybe initially the thing that you thought you wanted isn't really what you want. There's not 100% got to have it. So I hope that today really does assist you. And if there's things that you haven't achieved, maybe, you don't even have to go if you were consistent or constant. Maybe when you really look at that particular situation, thing, whatever it is, you didn't really want it because you weren't 100% in it. And I'm going to say, those of you in a relationship, I really would love you to apply that. If your relationship is disconnected right now, ask yourself, do you want the relationship? Because people often go to, do I love them? And that can cause a lot of confusion because, yes, you may love them, or that love may have even turned to care for them. Or it could even be that it's so familiar now. It's like they're not a habit. I'm not saying, but the relationship is a habit. It's what you're comfortable in. And so you don't gain necessarily that clarity. So that's why I say go straight to the question of ask, do you want that relationship? And if you do, then it's time to commit, be constant and consistent in it. So I hope that you gain something little for today. And please, if you enjoyed today's Cat's Message of the Day and you'd like to see more, please like my video or subscribe to my channel and click on the notifications bell so you'll be notified when I upload tomorrow's Cat's Message of the Day. Remember, you matter. You matter. After all, you are your most valuable asset. So continuously and consistently and be constant in your commitment to self. So for today, take care and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.